All right, so second game for Sunday. Again, guys, had a very good weekend. I'm starting to see some of these draws. Part of it is luck, and then part of it is I gotta give a big shout out to my pops. He kind of sees some of these things clearly, but I guess that happens after seeing Liga MX for a good 10 plus years. So gotta give a special shout out to him. He kind of gave me that recommendation on the draw for that first Atlas Juarez game on Friday. So do got to give a little bit of shout out to him on that one. But the Toluca Chivas one's on Saturday. That one, I kind of had a feeling of that one. So that one was probably on me. But again, mostly I'll take it to luck. I'm not gonna take credit and act like I'm some genius because I'm not. But let's see if we can get 3 draws in a row. Let's go for it. We got Pachuca up at home, who's the somewhat of a heavy favorite. I would still call it a slight favorite because we are getting plus money with both teams. Pachuca at home, plus 128. And we got Monterrey coming in, plus 197. Almost 2-1 on your money with a team that was damn near top of the table and almost that CONCACAF champ. Very crazy to me. But both of these lines just look very weird to me. I think this game ends in a draw. I wouldn't be surprised if this is high scoring. Monterrey was involved in a lot of high scoring matches last year, and even in that Conca Champions tournament too. Pachuca last year, as far as last season, that's pretty much. I keep saying last season because that's all I have to go on, especially for the first game of the season for them. They were involved in a lot of high scoring matches in the tournament. Not so much the Liga MX. In the Liga MX, sometimes they'd be in some high scoring matches, but more than likely they looked a little bit very underwhelming. They looked kind of sorry, if you ask me. They really weren't a team I liked backing too much during the actual Liga MX tournament. But there's no other tournaments being played right now. This is their main focus. So I think they're gonna come in ready for it. Again, I'm gonna stick with my over 2.5. If this was 3, I would have hit under 3. But it's not. I managed to find a 2.5 at minus 128. I'm gonna go with an over. I'm gonna go with a draw. I'm okay if just one of them hits. If just one of them hits, I'm perfectly fine with it. If the over 2.5 hits, this is the way that I want you guys to think about it. This is the way I want you guys to think about it, especially with just single line plays. I don't really do parlays. I am going to do some parlays maybe later on in the season when it's convenient. But for now, we're just going to do straight money lines. No parlays, at least at the moment. Look, if my over 2.5 hits, it fits in with my strategy. If it doesn't hit and my draw hits, then I'm good. I'm good money. I got a plus 250. I'm perfectly cool with that. More than 2-1 on my money. If my over hits and my money line hits, and if I'm over 2.5 and my draw money line doesn't hit, that's okay. At least I won the negative bet. If both of these things miss, it's just the way it goes. It's gambling, guys. It's gambling. Remember that. It's just gambling. So that's just the best way to look at it. And we're playing the long term. This is our 3rd season in. Every single season, I'm coming in with better strategies. It's just the way I'm going to keep it rolling. Probably next season, I'll have even more strategies. More experience gives you more strategies. It's just the way it is. And for this year, the over has hit pretty much for multiple seasons now. I went back, did my research for the last 3 seasons. Basically for all 17 rounds, all 17 jornadas, the over has hit more than the under. So we're going to keep playing these overs. And if there's one strategy I picked up from last season is don't be afraid to take a shot with some draws. Because some of those draws are going to hit. Some of those draws might even screw you over. But that's why we're hitting it. I'm 2-0 on the draws right now. I'm going for 3. And just by the way these lines look, that's the only way for me to go in this game. If there's a winner, so be it. But I think this game ends in a draw. If it doesn't, again, it is what it is. Call me out on it. If you think Pachuca is gonna win for some reason, let me know. If you think Monterrey is gonna win for some reason, let me know your reason. down below. If not, join me on the draw. Let's get this money. Over 2.5. Draw money line. I think they're both worth taking a shot on this last game on Sunday. Should be a good game. Well, actually, both games on Sunday should be a good game.